We just got done with treadmill. We did about like 6 to 7 minutes of that, and now I'm just going to be warming up my shoulders. I want to make sure that I'm warming up the ball joints. I got crunchy ball joints for sure, so if I don't warm up the ball joints, bad things will happen. Bad. What bad things will happen? I don't know. I can only imagine. Dislocated shoulder, torn shoulder, anything that you really don't want would probably happen. So I'm just using a band and kind of just warming up the shoulders that way. People use weights, people use cables. It really just like depends on what you want to do. I have to say this is super eerie lighting. It's like you can't really see my face. It's like if I walk in, right? Like imagine like dramatic music. Dun dun. You know what I mean? No. Okay. It's just me in this gym talking to myself to a mirror and camera, so that's cool. I bet the gym staff find it funny that I'm just here, you know. Especially doing stupid shit like that. Come here, like this. I'm Batman. Could look like Batman. Doesn't this frame, I'm just gonna say this right now, looks like every single Instagram post you see online about gym bros? Do you know what I'm saying? Where you're like, what's the classic term? It's like, you are the product of your own decisions. And then it's like some dude like that, essentially. I don't know. Maybe I'm on that side of Instagram, and maybe I need to quit spending so much time on Instagram. All right, keep warming up the shoulders, Braden. Getting distracted already. Kind of like that. Ever since I've been doing this, though, warming up the shoulders, I've had not as many crunchy shoulders, if you can believe it. I think the process of warming up your shoulders is super important because honestly, like, I feel like that's the most common injury is shoulders, and it's totally avoidable. Just warm them up correctly, make your life easier, please. Don't dislocate them. So we're on deload week. So what I'm thinking is we just push 60s. Oh, I forgot to mention. Here's the plan. Is that because we're on a deload, we're going to do essentially, it would be one pressing movement, one machine pressing movement, and then an isolation exercise. So we're only doing 3 chest exercises. We're going to keep the shoulder and the triceps the same, but we're going to go easy on the chest because it's the biggest muscle. Now, there's no logic behind that. The only logic is what I have in my head. So it's not really science-based. It's just like, I feel like if it's the biggest muscle that's being exhausted the most, it probably needs the most rest. So we're going to do that. Oh. All right. Oh. So we're only going to do 2 sets of each exercise. So it's going to be pretty quick. Now, I don't know if I'm supposed to be taking away 1 set on a deload. That's just what kind of makes sense in my brain. Kind of like stay at a similar weight, maybe a little lighter than your normal working sets, but then you're just taking one set away to give your body more of a recovery time. Like you're still maintaining the muscle you built, but you're not breaking it down as much, you know. And that could be completely wrong. I'm still doing a lot more research to it, and I'm still going to school for personal training, but that's what the plan for this week is like every single exercise I'm just going to take one set out. Won't be as hypertrophic, but it'll be more recovery focused. Yeah. Yeah, and that's it. That feels very odd. I don't really like that. Oh, I'm never really able to push that much weight on this. I'm not exactly sure why. But I'm kind of just focusing on a slow and controlled part. It's driving me crazy that I'm not pushing myself harder, but I'm trying to really resist because I need time to recover. Okay, this is the last for chest, which is so odd to me. I usually do around 110 on this, so I'm going to do 90. Try to go for I have to see a little higher. You really don't want to be like bending too far like up, right? So roll your shoulders back, go low. Touch right here. Stretch, stretch, stretch. In. Oh, I forgot how much I really like the machine. I usually do cable. Shit, what's the fucking thing? Isolation, chest flies. But I think I'm gonna start doing this machine just because the back is stable, and I'm able to actually really focus on isolating the pecs and not trying to figure out balance. I know that's a really key contributor to a lot of things, and yes, you should be training balance in any way you can, but if the goal is to grow your chest, then you might as well target it. All right, one more. Stretch. Oh. Oh my gosh, man. I have a crazy pump in my chest right now. More than usual. I think it's just because I'm controlling the eccentric part of it in the stretch, so that's just how it goes. So we got triceps next. We need this rope here. Okay. So I want this about just below waist height. And then we're gonna do 50 pounds. This is a dual pulley, so it says 100 pounds, but it's actually 50. So all right, sweet. Maybe this needs to go a little shorter now. Wow. I don't know why that's way more difficult than usual. That's so weird. I don't know. I don't know. It's probably because the rope is so long, dude. All right. Yep. Oh, I really don't like this rope. I think it's just like it's new. It's not broken in yet. So, AKA it sucks. No, it's fine. You see him break that guy in. You know what I'm gonna do, actually? Hold on. Doing some problem solving here. Okay. Let's try this handle. See if that helps at all. It's way, way, way shorter. So let's lighten the load a little bit to make sure we don't fucking kill ourselves. All right. Raise up the thing just a little bit. That's definitely way more comfortable. Okay, let's push it there. So we'll go back up to, we'll go 40 pounds. Try to get like way in there. Use our body to push out. Yeah. Okay. Whew. Yeah. This attachments is not bad. That's not bad at all. Oh my gosh. But what that means though is now I need to find. Oh, that's right. I just used the cable for this. So because I have disproportionate arms, like I don't know, you have to look pretty close, but my right arm is definitely bigger than my left. And that's just because it's my dominant hand. So let me check, make sure we're still recording. Yep, we're still good. We're still good. All right. Take this guy, and we're gonna do each arm twice. Ooh. Oh yeah. So obviously I did a lot more reps on my left arm. I need to do some more research and seeing if that's really logical to like make sure that that's, you know, that is something that I should be doing. But I mean, for right now, that's what I do. Because I mean, I feel like I'm getting way more of a pump in the right arm than my left, and I think that's because for exercises that you're not comfortable with, I don't use this long of a rope usually. So I think what ends up happening is like you default compensate with your dominant arm, just because that's what your body is meant to do. Honestly, it's meant to allocate the most important and strongest things for that given task. And if you don't create a situation where you give the other muscle, aka my non-dominant arm, to actually shine and actually get the stimulus that it needs, then it obviously is going to get some of that tension is going to get taken away and put into the dominant arm. And this is all hypothetical. This is not based on any research that I've done yet, but this is from my personal experience. So what I'm trying to do is create environments where I can really, really think about putting the non-dominant muscle under stress, aka unilateral movements where you're switching. And this is completely relaxed, you know? So Oh, all right. So we're going on to lateral raises. I want to target the lateral delt. Oh, this is a standing rear delt? This to me doesn't look like rear delt. This looks like a lateral delt. See, but this says rear delt. I've never used this machine. I wanted to try it out, but I don't understand why it's saying rear delt when you're doing this. This is lateral, right? Especially if you start like that. See, that's not rear delt though. It's interesting. I don't know why it's saying rear delt. This is not rear delt. Maybe I'm using this wrong. Because, I mean, you have your handle here, right? The only way it could be rear delt, I mean, in my brain, rear delt is this. So why are the handles like this? What do I know? Maybe the machine knows more than me. We're going to do lateral raises with this. This is at 20 pounds right now. So I'm just going to stand it at like my feet pretty close together. Chest up. Wow. That is a good movement though. Okay, this says controlled movement. With pair of hands, grasp the grip inwards. Extend your arms and restore the original state slowly. That's not rear... Okay, whatever. That's not rear delt. Okay. Okay. Let's do one more set of this. Here. I'm going to bend down just a touch. Oh. Wow, that isolates your lateral delt like crazy. Wow. Okay. So a couple tips when you're actually using this is you don't want, I know from my personal experience, hinging your hip like 2 degrees helps really isolate the lateral delt. Because if you think about it, if you're just going straight up, right, that is here. It's not here, if that makes sense. Like, let's say you're standing straight up, you're going like this. That's almost getting here, not the lateral part. So what I'm thinking, and this is from personal experience, if you have your chest up and you bend a touch, then go. Oh, you're hitting the lateral delt fiber more specifically. If that makes sense. That's all I'm doing for this machine. This is interesting. I don't know if I'm going to go back to this, but I might. Who knows? I'm going to go back to cables. So, we're going to do the last lateral delt movement, which is going to be the cable lateral raise. I like this because there's constant tension on it and you can stretch it farther than like what machines can do. Like that machine that we were just on, it like stops here, but I actually like to bring the arm a little bit further in just because I think that really provides more of a stretch. So I'll take like kind of bend this way and then let it stretch back. Like me, like I twist a little bit. I don't think you're supposed to do that. So I wouldn't. Yeah, that's intense. Yeah. Yeah. I completely lost count. I, I really need to focus on pausing and counting. But I really like this movement. When you're kind of like, if you're like this, right? The most amount of tension is gonna be here, right? And then it just keeps pulling, and then you can bring it all the way up here. So it's just, I mean, overall, it's a good deal. You know what I mean? All right, let's do this last set of lateral delts. Oh, that's a brutal one, man. We're gonna finish off with a brutal machine too. Do the front delt raise, like the shoulder. It's essentially a shoulder press. A quick thing about lateral delts that this is popping in my head. So when you see guys or girls or women have huge protruded shoulders, most of the time it's due to really well developed lateral delts. Your anterior delts, like your fronts, are usually already overdeveloped because of all pressing movements. But if you have a good lateral delt regimen, then you're most likely to develop shoulders that are very much wider, more defined, and it like adds to that look. So if you're like I've been training my shoulders forever and years, and obviously I haven't. Like I'm not huge by any means, but from what I've researched and what I've seen, is when guys or women start to really focus on targeting the lateral delt more, that's when their shoulders actually start to noticeably grow. Fun fact. Last movement. So, only doing 2 sets, which I am a fan and not a fan at the same time of deload weeks, because I just like to go in and just destroy my body. You know what I mean? But we're trying to be smart. We're not trying to be stupid. So the move is to be gentle on your muscles on deload weeks and try not to get in your head. You know? It's like, oh, you had a bad day, so I'm going to destroy my muscles at the gym. No, it's a deload week. You got to recover, you know? Oh, wow. Okay. Holy moly. Oh, I cannot wait until I have bigger shoulders. I know that, like, basically everyone online that's like a fitness person has like gone through all that stuff. You know what I mean? Years of training. And like, I know a lot of them have started actually doing videos and they were smaller and they made like a progression. But it's hard when you have a lot of people on social media and like the media that you consume. Like, I consume this media where it's just, they're just huge. You know what I mean? It really motivates me to get in here in the first place. So I guess that's a pro. But the con is like, you're constantly comparing yourself to them. You know, you're like, oh my gosh, I can't get any bigger. The truth is, you can, and you just realize that you're not putting enough work in, which is a realization that a lot of people come to as they start to get in this groove. But I don't even know where I was going with that. I'm just do the set, Braden. Do the set. Yeah. Oh, oh my gosh. All right, even on a deload week, you need to do abs. Oh my gosh, that was loud. I need to work on this, the ab part. Now, I know a lot of people don't really work on abs because they're already like, you're like, oh, I got a six pack. And I know a six pack is mostly determined on body fat percentage, actually. Fun fact. Oh, I'm trying to find we're gonna go back to the long rope. What was I saying? Oh yes. So a lot of people have been doing this for a long time, the abs thing. And I know that like bodybuilders specifically, like ones that are really experienced, do abs like maybe like once or twice a week, which is crazy because there's like any other sport I know require them to do abs all the time. But you're like looking for that V, right? And so you don't want overdeveloped abdominals. I don't really think that's practical in like an everyday sense, but hey, whatever you got to do to win, you know? Oh, that's way too light. Okay. I'm going to do 100. And then essentially I'm just going to crunch, right? So I'm just going to let it back up a little bit and then crunch down. Yeah. 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 Oh. Yeah. Oh, that needs to be heavier, 100%. Oh my gosh, yeah, that's crazy. Like pressure building up in your abdominals, though. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're gonna up that to 150. Oh, let's do one more set of those, and then we're gonna. Oh, that's heavy. That's a heavy load. Oh, yeah. Oh. 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 Oh, yeah, that's heavy. Okay. Okay, so for this one, I'm gonna need you all to not judge me, okay? I'm short, can't reach the top of the bars, but I'm gonna do a hanging crunch because I think that is amazing for your shoulders and your spine because you're essentially dead hanging while doing core. I mean, what's better than that? Oh. Wow, that looked pathetic. I need to strengthen this more. I think it's just because I'm afraid I'm gonna hit my butt on the back of this right here, and so I'm just not. I'm wondering how long I can hold this for, to be honest. Hang. Yep. 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 I'm just gonna hang here for a second. Oh, I feel taller after doing that. I do need a dead hang more. It is a really good exercise for decompressing your spine, having healthy shoulders, having good abs, whatever it is. All right, it's one. I gotta get out of here. Thank you for watching this episode of the docuseries. If you want to see the next episode where I do back and biceps and talk about the importance of using a deload week to help you recover, click over there. And if you want to go to the first episode of the series and see where it all began, click over there. I'll see you in the next one.